show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get out my problems, let me when I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
Let's go, let's go! Mike 54! Mike 50! Hey, alert!
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former fifth-round pick. I remember that game, December, against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
This is Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with a grab. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
21.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
14. Front it.
Now it's Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
36 power. Mike. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Check Mike 54.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Switch. I'll go special.
On 3rd down, Carson had a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. 4th down, and out is the all-pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
You got it. You got it.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This is Mostert, and it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. From the gun on third down, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Seahawks nothing.
Mike 50. Alert. All day, every day, any day. Off. Gun. Mike 54. Go, 4 down. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. 14. Screen, watch the screen. Mike 5-4.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. This complete to Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Alert. 25. Echo. 56. Mike, 56.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
To throw again on second down. Wilson, rush coming, and he's taken down. D. Ford just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's our time. One flare. Check. Watch 54. Hey, 0. It's just me and you. Gun. Mike 54. I got listen.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Left pass. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. I'm coming. That's it. 56. Gun. Check 56. Blue down. Gun.
Now Wilson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go. Good job right there. Mike 56. Ball shot. Man, I got you. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Hey.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Watch Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try to run with Carson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They come out here in the eye. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal.
Watch that. Run left.
Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. Some bad Super Bowl memories certainly surfacing for the Seahawks. Another pick thrown from the 1-yard line.
If we weren't both here together, there's no way you could convince me that they did that this was going to happen again. Same spot and another interception.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 20. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
He wasn't ready. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
12.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd down, McKinnon. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Oh, Gould missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Good, good. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. You better bring it. Go. I'm letting you know. 14, Friday. Friday. Record. 52 is the Mike right here, over there, right? Hey, 0. I got one. 52 is the Mike, boys. 52.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll try and run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penning. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Double count right here. Double count. Good job right there.
At the Niners' 31-yard line.
Let's get it. Hey, watch this.
From the 31, Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, alert. He's checking. Check. Crash. Zoom. Go. Hey, Mike 52. Good job right there. Check 3. Hustle. Check.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
52's the Mike. Hey, come on now.
To try again after the sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Mike 52. Watch twist.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Myers' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
A gain of 18 on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
On the Seahawks 29-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Seahawks 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
56. Mike's 56. Here we go. Four down. 6, right there. 56. Alert. You ain't got nothing. Mike 56.
Now Wilson on a first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Watch QB draw.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
25. Kill.
Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Don't get nervous. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Here's Wilson on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Steps away to his left. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down, Seahawks.
56. Mike, 56. 19. 56. Let's pick it up. 56. Pull it. Now, get off the field.
Wilson now. Throwing on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. To throw is Wilson.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Double time. You got 3 down.
From the 31, Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And down to the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mostert, a heck of a move.
Man.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacked.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. The 30. 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here's Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Mostert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Mostert. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Look for signal. 56 is the mic. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 56 the mic, boys. 56. Run left, run left. Check. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Oh, here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught. Block it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Let's go, team.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
12.
On 1st down, Wilson dancing to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On 1st and 10, Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Come on, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. All day, just like that. Go. Mike's 56.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Nick Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Alert, alert, alert. 56. Hey. I'm going to come back to you.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You got nothing. Mike 5-4. Go 14. Mike 5-4. Go left. 54's Mike. Check.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Wilson in the offense, not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Watch the run. Good job right there. Alert. Hey, 0. Motion. Echo. Good, guys. 4 down. Mike, 54. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got Lockett. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. On first down, it's Carson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Play gun. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. It's our field. Florida. Hey, it's our house. Mike's 54.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball.
He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On 4th, they'll go again and try it once more.
Check. 54. Check. Watch 54. Who that?
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world and get it done, How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for San Francisco,